It's me, Roger. I'm back again to make a little video where I reveal all my little secrets. Do you have clean hands? Are you subscribed? Then let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Today, we are going to make a half-white bread like you find in all bakeries. For that, we will need 370 gram of half-white flour or tea 550. 370 gram of half-white flour or tea 550. Approximately 220 g of cold water, 9 grams of salt, 12 grams of yeast, and 50 grams of fermented dough, respectively. So the first thing to do is to gently combine the flour with the water so that it is thoroughly hydrated. For that, I will carefully put the flour and water in the mixer. I run this for approximately 2 minutes, for about just a little bit of time on the first speed setting. Only with the water, it kneads gently and thoroughly. So, I set it for approximately 2 minutes, and I run it on just the first speed. I let it run for about just 2 minutes. After that, I will cover it so it doesn't crust, so it doesn't form a crust, and we will let it rest for approximately an hour. I'll just see you in a little over an hour. Now, we are going to start the important kneading process. For that, I will carefully and slowly add the yeast and the already fermented dough. There you go, right. We will just add the salt a bit later. For that, I will knead more carefully and thoroughly for about 6 minutes on the first speed. Once the 6 minutes are up, I will add the salt, and I will set it for 6 minutes at a speed 3 times higher than the current speed. After the kneading is finished, make a ball, place it in a container, and cover it with a cloth. Half an hour has passed. As you can see, we can see that the dough has risen quite well indeed. Now I will retrieve it, and I will carefully fold it, gently turn it upside down and fold the 4 corners towards the center, then the other 4 corners to release the carbon dioxide. I do this several times until I get a nice ball. I add a little flour so it doesn't stick. There, I put it back in its dish. And now, gently covered with a kitchen cloth, we will patiently wait for an hour. And we will meet again in approximately an hour for shaping. An hour that our dough has risen, about as we wait patiently for the dough to rise. And now we will move on to shaping. So I take out my dough. From my small dish. And to shape it, I will simply, gently, and slowly press down with the palm of my hand, carefully and precisely, fold it with my fingers, press again, tuck in the edges, and do this. A few more times until everything is perfectly shaped and underneath. There I will with my thumbs just make it simply look like this. The thumbs truly need to gently and carefully touch the table all the way down. And we will tighten the dough like this. There you go. In order to make a nice, well-sealed knot underneath. Then my loaf is carefully shaped. We'll gently place it on a tray where I have previously put parchment paper, baking paper. And now I will wait for approximately between about 30 and 40 minutes for it to rise. And I will cover it with my kitchen towel. And when it has risen, I will have previously preheated my oven to 210 to 220 degrees. See you soon. Another loaf that is rising. We can see that it has risen very well and is very glossy, appealing, and attractive. So now, a little tip, just like for square bread, the ovens we have at home do not have enough steam, so a little trick is that I will just brush my bread with water, which will give it a bit more of a shine. Because we can't add as much steam as a professional oven. There you go, at home. Next, the cutting. We are going to make 2 cuts on this bread. That is to say, you take a knife that cuts extremely well. I also like to have a knife like this, as it grips well. Into the dough. We will start very carefully with the knife well tilted and not too deep. We will start from the middle of the width and go slightly to the side using 2/3 of the bread. Here we go. Quickly now. There you go. With caution and attention to detail. Next, for the second cut, we will use the 2/3 again so that the cut slightly crosses to the right to finish in the middle of the bread here. So here we go. And there it is. The cut is finished. Now we are going to put this bread heated in the oven at 220 degrees. I will place my bread inside. In this step, I will carefully add exactly 1 deciliter of steam into the mixture using my syringe. This tool allows for precise measurement and controlled addition, ensuring the steam is introduced accurately. And there we go. Now I close my oven, set it to 180 degrees, and we will let it sit like this for about 40 minutes. I will prove to you tomorrow that our bread is in the oven for now. I will take it out. It means hollow, it is cooked, and there you go. And here is this beautiful bread. As usual, I place it on a rack for direct contact. It sounds hollow, so it is cooked. Honestly, there are bakeries that can't make bread as beautiful as this, but overall, it turned out quite well. Now all that's left is to let it cool. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now you know how to make it. Go ahead, do it. It's not difficult. See you soon for the next video. Goodbye. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share my videos, and please remember to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for leaving a comment.